Hello. So I'm back after a week. Had a good writing week last week. I wrote 5 days. And now I'm to the point where I am about to make book copy, like actually start writing scenes, I believe. That has yet to be determined. Because every day I go in to the office, like I said previously, I have an idea of what I want to work on. But once I get in there, I just let whatever I intuitively feel I need to work on, that's what I work on. But that's where I'm at. Got a late start today. It was about 3:30. Just could not get out the bed. It's a little late here, 11:30. I couldn't get out the bed. Didn't want to. It's 7 degrees outside. Snowy, cold, so no. But I did get in there, stayed for about an hour, almost an hour. And yeah. So now I'm to the part where I have my zero draft where I am basically matching up, making sure that each scene has a part in the zero. Let me straight. That every part of my zero draft is on the scene sheet, scene list, and vice versa. Whatever is on the scene list, I have in my zero draft. So what I'm thinking is once I'm done, because I'm going to do act one, once I'm done matching all that up, and having that complete, then I'll be able to move on to the middle section, getting the blueprint on how that's going to play out, as far as matching up what I have, and then doing the end part two, going from there. And then after I do have all acts, work through that way, then I will go ahead and start breaking it up into actual, making sure all my beats are there in place. And then from there, who knows, once all my beats are in place, it's just, again, I'll have to do it intuitively, but that's enough for right now. So when you are writing, in the process of writing your book, just take it, write it as you feel, put it together as you feel. Allow yourself the freedom to just intuitively put it together, the way you feel led to do it, because that has been my hang up of basically not trusting myself to intuitively know it's my story, and intuitively letting it come together. It's like it's one thing to know the rules, the craft, but at the end of the day, this is your individual story that has to be put together your way. So it's not like a color by number, because we're all different. We all have different stories. Different stories are different. So that's what I'm coming to understand and coming to be okay with. Just allowing myself to just freely create, freely put this story together, because it's my story. No one else's. I have total creative control. You have total creative control. And just embrace it. Really feel that. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to keep it short tonight. What's that? 4 minutes. And let me see. Hopefully I know I'll make some good strides. And the thing is just to keep going. I have this, one thing I have to focus on. And again, while you're working on the story, you also need to be I need to be fine tuning and trying out different things that helps me actually, stay motivated to complete it, because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of steps. And I realized that is what has deterred me. It's like, once the initial novelty of the newness of the story and figuring out what's going to happen, who the characters are, and once all the newness wears off, it's like, okay, now I'm ready. Just like, I'm bored and I'm ready to go ahead to the next story. But not this time. I see that, I know what's going on now. Where my hangups have been over these last years, all these many years of not completing books. So I just have to really zone in, focus on finding the processes that will help me get through to completing the book. So, like I said before, not only are you trying to figure out your story and all the characters and what's going to happen, but you also, if you haven't already, you have to figure out as you go. At least I do. I'm saying how you're going to put this together. Like, how are you going to get yourself to keep working? How are you going to keep yourself motivated to actually show up? And then when you do show up, to keep working even when you hit the roadblocks in your story, you don't know what you're going to do next. That's the thing, because I have the story all in my head, of what's going to happen and what have you. It's another thing to actually put the words down, to actually convey that story. That's the first challenge. And again, like I just stated, the other is getting yourself motivated. So I'm steadily working on that. Is it a habit going to the office 5 days a week? I think that's a good spot for me. 5 days a week, being off on the weekends. I don't know. Saturday, I try to go in there, but I haven't been able to hit it. I don't know if maybe on Saturday and Sunday, I'm just ready to just not think about it. Just ready to have that break from it. So, which is okay. 5 days is good for me. I'm going to keep this up. 10 minutes. Actually, 15 minutes is a good amount of time for me. Not the 25 as I stated with the Pomodoro. 15. And normally what does happen is I'll extend it. I'll go on more. And I will put the Forest on, which is the productivity app I use. I'll put the Forest on when I feel like I only want to do 15 minutes. Because today I didn't put it on. I just got in there. But just to say, it's a mind thing. See, these are mind hacks that you have to try. I'll say, you know what? I'm only going to do 15 minutes. Put it on. And after that, I'm free to go. But usually after that time, I do a little bit more. Until I feel like, okay, I've done enough for today. So that's it. Progress, not perfection. Going to do a little bit more every day. Just be consistent, show up, and trust the process. Even if I don't even know what the process is, just trust that it will all come together. That's all you can, hook your faith on, is that it'll come together. All right. Till next time, I'm being accountable. Are you?